I tried to get a cop to shoot me because I was so done with living. That for about 6.5 years, I was homeless. I became drug addicted. I was living on the streets and I couldn't hold a job. I didn't know, how to take care of myself. And when mental health court came along, I realized I can either throw my life away and I can continue to believe I'm not worth anything more, or I can take their deal and take their offer and give it my best shot.
In 2015, visionary community members pushed the idea of a mental health court to address the root cause of criminal charges for individuals with severe mental illness. Today, we are proud to celebrate a program that makes our community safer and helps people thrive. Mental Health Court reduces recidivism and increases community safety by addressing the untreated mental and behavioral health challenges that led to problematic and illegal behavior.
Most of our clients, they're in situations in which they didn't necessarily choose ever to be in. It is really hard to have hope, to be able to set goals, to follow through. Our clients, for the most part, have very limited windows of stability in their lives. Mental health court is a collaborative process. It is designed as a big multidisciplinary team. We have a judge, a prosecutor, a defense attorney, a specialized behavioral health probation officer, case manager, behavioral health specialist, clinician, all of these people working together to support a client and to also, while keeping them accountable, look at all of the reasons that they ended up in the system. The goal being that at the end of the program, they are never in a situation in which they would be back into the legal criminal system.
Mental Health Court is for individuals who have criminal charges stemming from untreated mental health challenges. Individuals are referred to the program by their defense attorney in coordination with the prosecutor's office.
Clients end up in mental health court when they've been working with their attorney and they have a connection between their legal charges and their mental health. Their attorney works with the client and with the prosecuting attorney to send us a referral. We then screen the client and work with them to create a full wraparound care plan, and they enter the program.
And the idea is that this individual should not be on the normal criminal justice track, that this individual needs intensive case management, probation support, and court oversight to hopefully get them out of the court system and put them in the right direction.
This is a voluntary program for individuals who are committed to recovery, accountability, and supporting their own wellness.
Oftentimes when people are faced with mental health challenges, they're faced with involuntary mental health treatment where their rights are taken away from them and they have to be in the hospital or are court mandated to engage in treatment. The difference with this program is that people are recognizing that they need the mental health treatment and they're agreeing to participate. They have some insight that they want to address their mental health issues and maybe make some changes in their life so they're not in this situation ever again.
I've been committing crimes of, just homeless, minor crimes, shoplifting, trespassing, but I was also picking up larger charges like felonies, and a lot of that was because of my mental health condition. I was facing so much time. I've been in and out of jail, but I'd never been to prison, and it scared me facing 7 years in prison for something when no one was hurt. When I started working the program, it just, I guess you could say, it took hold, and it became more and more exciting to know that I had a chance,
Mental Health Court uses a 5-phase model to stabilize someone in crisis: getting connected to care and stabilization, understanding mental health and planning for wellness, making a plan for healthy living and a focus on life skills, developing positive community connections through education, volunteer work, and employment, and preparing for the future and ongoing wellness.
The judge will take time to ask the client, how are you? What have you done this week? The client and the judge engage in a therapeutic relationship, whereas the standard courtroom tends to be a more punitive focus. It's focused on getting a cost for what someone has done, whereas a mental health court or a therapeutic court is looking at addressing why they ended up in the system so that they're never back.
When someone enters mental health court, they agree to complete the 5 phases of mental health court. My role as a judge is to sort of supervise how they proceed through those phases. At the end of each phase, we get to celebrate that accomplishment in court, and they receive a certificate of achievement. And so it's a chance for that individual to have some acknowledgement from their community.
Mental health court isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card. Accountability with compassion is a cornerstone of the program. Some of the ways individuals are held accountable are regular court appearances, behavioral health probation officer appointments, coordination with treatment providers, negative drug tests, and demonstrated progress toward goals.
There's this high level of accountability with meeting with the judge every single week, with the specialized behavioral health probation, with meeting with their therapist and their providers. All of those things are under a magnifying glass for 2 years.
Some people may think that if you're in mental health court, there's no accountability. It's an easy program. You're just checking in with the judge randomly. That couldn't be farther from the truth.
If the client isn't able to make all of those obligations and follow through, there are responses from the court.
If we see substance use, we're going to have a therapeutic response. We're going to send you back to that treatment agency and try to figure out what's going on, what are we missing. But if it goes too long, there's going to be some sanctions coming, all right? If you're not willing to address it therapeutically, at some point, we're going to start talking about work crew or even the possibility of jail if we have to. Because as much as I want to help an individual, again, my job from the bench is also to keep our community safe.
Mental health court takes a holistic approach that extends beyond the courtroom. Every individual's journey is unique, and treatment is tailored to their specific case. Individuals are connected to services such as housing, mental health, and case management to support ongoing connections to care, which prepare them for success in other life areas.
I connect with the clients in every aspect of their needs. I can meet with a client in community, in an office. Sometimes I'm in the jail. Other times I'm at a coffee shop or walking in a park. By being able to do that, I'm able to meet a client even when the situation might be really traumatic or stressful. My goal is to connect them to all of the care that they need so that they can have the ability to change their situation in a way that works best for them.
They find ways to make it approachable and fun and engaging, and it sets you up for success for the rest of your life.
Some participants establish more security, stability, and confidence. Many are continuing their education and getting involved in their communities through volunteer work or employment.
We have some people that are stably housed for the first time in their lives. We have some people who are learning what it means to go grocery shopping. We've had some graduates return back to school and get a degree. Another one purchased their own home, which was pretty profound. Sometimes our graduation is the first time that somebody's graduated from something and completed. And once they complete that, like, oh, what can I do next? So, that type of transformation is really powerful.
I mean, a lot of it started with getting my Social Security case finalized and situated so that I could do things like move into my own apartment, pay my own rent, pay my own bills, and I got so motivated at one point just doing things that were recommended that I wanted to take on something of my own that would be life-changing. So I decided to get my license, something I always thought I was never worthy of, that I could never do, you know. I was able to get here today by my own transportation. I can go home to my own place where I have a bed.
When you're doing so good mentally that you have the faculties to focus on other things in your life is great.
The program has made a positive impact in the lives of individuals who enter. Nearly all who successfully completed the program have improved mental health and improved quality of life. 90% of those in the workforce had improved employment status upon graduation. Since 2021, 100% of graduates exited the program in stable housing. 1 year after graduation, participants had a 90.4% decrease in legal system involvement.
We can't do this without our community partners, and our community partners have made a really strong commitment that has enabled us to provide those wraparound services that have been able to basically give all of our members coming into mental health court the support and the care that they need to be successful.
Mental health court holds individuals accountable while also giving them the tools to be successful. Program graduates mentor and support others and give back to the community.
It almost feels like, you know, I've made it to the top of the hill right now. It's like all the things since I was a little kid that I've written off that I never have, I have right now.
To learn more about mental health court, visit whatcomcounty.us/MHC.